Dude, you're like 10 feet away from a damn cart return. Jeez. You want to hear a funny one? I'm sitting up, my wife is getting her hair did in here. And I got an email through my BC Blades website. And it said, "Hi, I'm inquiring to see if you would be interested in building me a combination knife harmonica." And of course they're joking. I don't know who it is. It's nobody whose name I recognize, but it is funny. And my reply was, "Man, I'm so sorry. We just tooled up to get ready to run off a batch of knife accordions. Sorry we couldn't help." People are funny. I'm going to tell you another funny one. The Gateway Pundit. I went to leave a comment through this commenting platform called Discus, D-I-S-C-U-S. And I hit post, and it said, "You have been banned for life by Gateway Pundit from commenting." And I couldn't believe it. I have no idea. So you can go to Discus and you can look at all your previous comments, and nothing I said could have possibly been bad enough. The only thing I can think of was the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond, which is right over here, a couple of 100 yards. I hear people talking. The CEO committed suicide not long after they banned MyPillow, the MyPillow guy, and the My Sheet, and the My Towel, and my slippers, and my bathrobe. Well, back when, I think Mike Lindell, hold on one second. Okay, the Jets, there's two of them that came over, and they're really loud, as you can see. Well, when Mike Lindell, the owner of the MyPillow factory, came out in support of our president, Donald Trump, Bed Bath & Beyond and a whole bunch of, remember somebody quit carrying Melania's dresses, and I mean, just this nasty treatment of our president and first lady. And Bed Bath & Beyond dropped Mike Lindell's MyPillow and all the other My stuff because he came out in support of our president. Well, almost overnight, they filed for bankruptcy and started closing stores. They closed hundreds of stores nationwide, and they reorganized, and they got, I think it's a $500 million loan to help them continue to reorganize, and they were going to close another 120 stores, which was going to leave them with not much to hang on to. Well, the CFO jumped out the 18th floor of the building that he lived in. So my comment was, I bet you he wished he had a whole bunch of them MyPillows at the bottom of that 18th floor drop. So I think that's what they might have banned me over. And they didn't post a comment. So anyway, I just think it's funny that you can say anything nasty and filthy you want against President Trump, but if you come out and support, honestly, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore about presidents or voting or who's in power. My belief is that it doesn't matter anymore. We're at the point where there is no return to normal. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse for us. And for some, the fringe, it's going to get better and better and better and better until the world ends as we know it. And, people like us will no longer be here, and they won't have us to push around anymore. So anyway, I don't really care one way or another, but I just find it's hilarious that You could say the filthiest, nastiest, most horrible thing against Trump and his wife and his children, but you can't say anything in support or even joking the people that went out of business over their wokeness, even Gateway Pundit. So I'm telling you, there is no unbiased news source, none. Even Newsmax. You know, I watch Newsmax because they give the news from a point of view that I have. It's biased, clearly biased. And the direction I am biased in is more of a biblical direction. So anyway, I'll shut up. I just wanted to talk about how funny it was that Gateway Pundit banned me, and now Discus has banned me, so I'm gonna have to start a BC Blades. just have to be more careful of how I word things.
I thought we were Mexican.
My wife and I were just sitting here reminiscing, and we were watching a video of some a band. Was it a symphony from Finland or Norway? Danish.
They were
And that people were so white, they were as white as cotton. And that's what my wife said. Look at those people. I've never seen such white people. And at both the same time, we both remembered, oh, yes, we have. We delivered a load to Fort Drum, New York, way, way, way up in northern New York. And we both said that those people there were the whitest people we'd ever seen in our life. You could see their veins through their skin. They were so white. And my wife and I, we are, not chocolate brown, but we're brown. And, yeah, you're brown.
a tan.
And up there, man, did we stick out. We looked like minorities. People looked at us like we were from another planet or a third world country or something. It was really funny. We just couldn't understand why people were looking at us so funny, like we didn't belong there or we weren't American. And then we realized how dark we are compared
Those people
to...
were translucent.
Translucent, yeah. You could see their veins through their skin. I'd never seen such white people in my life. And, we're white, but only in areas where clothes don't cover us up because, we ride our motorcycles, we get sun on us, we work outside, we get sun on us. Huh?
I mow a lot.
She mows, and I cheer her on.
I do have Indian in me.
Yeah, she does have Indian, and I have Italian, so, that might be part of the reason we are darker than the average white folks. But up there, we certainly stood out. That was really funny, seeing maybe a little bit how life not being exactly translucent white might be like. But, in the past, I have had people speak Spanish to me in the summertime.
Yeah.
And then be shocked that I didn't speak Spanish. So apparently I look Mexican in the summertime when I get real dark.
Yeah, we've been in California, Arizona, New Mexico, and people have spoken Spanish too.
And, I used to have hair, and it's dark, black, brown, And, so, it would be easy to mistake me for being Hispanic, I suppose. Especially in the summer, and I was that dark. Plus I had a windshield tan, the left arm tan and the sun bouncing off the hood in your face. Okay, that's all the memories for now. Okay, I'm going to tell. My wife has a story, but she's sitting on the other side of the room and she'd have to talk too loud. She got her hair did yesterday at a new place here in town. And I got to turn away from the TV because they say I'm doing copyright violation. Anyway, she goes in there and she comes back out to the truck to get her wallet, and she said, I won't be coming here again. And she didn't elaborate why. And I thought, while I'm sitting out there, I thought, well, she's been to a couple of other places, and they were really cliquish and snotty. We don't take walk-ins, that kind of thing. And my wife, she just gets her hair cut,
Yeah.
She could go to a barber for all that.
I'm not an appointment kind of person.
Yeah, she gets her hair cut when, the mood strikes her.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, she's in there in the chair, and the lady, well, we don't want to be too elaborate because who knows, she may. So let's just say the lady was working very quickly and humming and whistling and talking at 100 miles an hour. and she was a toothpick. Okay? Maybe you can put that all together. Well, she was having a conversation with my wife, and she said she had to beat the hell out of her daughter the other day because she thought she was doing drugs. And then later on, she had to apologize to her daughter because she actually found her drugs in her purse.
That's hilarious. I love that.
She didn't elaborate what drugs she had in her
I'm
purse.
sure it was
But
hot, the way she was talking.
oh, is that? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, that was pretty funny that the lady was that out of it that she just told my wife that she beat the crap out of her daughter and then had to apologize to her daughter because later she found her drugs in her own purse. And here's something funny that just happened this morning. AdSense sent me a email telling me they couldn't advertise on one of my sites, and I only have two, my YouTube and my website, my bcblades.net website. And the reason they gave was because it portrayed weapons. And they said I could appeal it, and I started to appeal it, but I only get like $2 or $3 on that site a month, so it's not a big deal. And, well, you know, the first month I actually got like 30 or 40. And I thought, well, I'm going to, you know, keep writing articles and keep doing stuff. But I just don't have time. And I got to thinking to myself, weapons, man, it's like calling a car a weapon. Nobody spends $40,000 or $50,000 or 60 now, 70 on a car because they want to go drive through a parade. But certainly it has happened. But you don't call cars weapons, and you certainly advertise on car websites that talk about cars. And the knives I make, nobody spends hundreds of dollars on a custom knife because they want to go out and use it as a weapon against people. But I didn't even bother. It's a waste of freaking breath. You're talking to 3-year-old mentality people who run out of people to affect with their ideology, and they start getting so comically ridiculous about the things they want to call as weapons and stuff like that. It's sad and it's funny. It is comical when you think about the type of personality that would call the knives I make weapons. Anyway, have a good Thursday, y'all.